Hi everyone, I'm Peggy Rometo and this is the Weekly Wake Up. Okay, so here we are again, slowing down, taking time to tune in, to check in, to see what's available for us. And we do that just by taking 3 long breaths in and 3 long breaths out. And then as we breathe out, we're letting go, we're releasing, we're surrendering any emotion, any insecurity, any self-doubt, any excitement or anticipation of what there is to come. And then when we inhale, we're breathing in white light. And the reason we breathe in white light is just because it allows us to connect with, I always think of the divine as white light. It also allows us to kind of work that clairvoyance that we have, right? That inner vision. And in that process, we're actually strengthening all of our intuitive senses. Okay, so this is the process, and in the hopes that we're all able to be a little more tuned into our life, so we can bring our best self to the world. Okay, so let's go ahead and take 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out, and then we'll see what's there. Okay, so right away there's this full energy, and probably the full energy is coming from the full moon that we just had Sunday night, and for some people in Europe it will be Monday night. We call it the pink moon because it's the first moon in the springtime when the fresh pink wildflowers are out, so it's just this sort of reflection that's happening with the moon. So this energy is, it really feels like it's a fullness around completion. And we know that full moons bring completion, but this feels like there's a sense of satisfaction and a sense of, finally I've done it. So it feels really strong, really powerful, really complete. Some of you may be, and this can go on for the next 10 days or 15 days until the next cycle of the moon happens, which is the new moon on the 15th. So, or I think it's the 13th. So this energy moving forward is helping us to complete things. And this particular week feels very productive, very happy. Now it may bring up for some people relationship issues, situations that need to be changed. For some people, it could be a natural ending of something. It could be the end of a relationship or the way that you have been in a relationship. So maybe your partner's asking you some hard questions or asking you to be a little bit different in a relationship, or maybe you're stepping forward and saying to a coworker or a boss, hey, things need to change around here. Or maybe you're the boss and you're saying, hey, things need to change. So some of you could be getting this from all angles, or some of you could be pushing it out there. But the good news is it doesn't have to be intense. It can be very just quick and methodical, and change can happen without any aggression. So it doesn't feel like it's a heavy moon. It feels like it's a golden opportunity to really get things the way that you want it. Okay, so let's see what else we're in store for this week. Oh, there's just a lot of happiness, and if part of that feels like some of you will be doing what you love, and some of you are really going to feel like things are really opening up for you, and you've got some movement in your life, and that could be around your home, around your work, around your career. So I just see this moving forward. So whatever it is that your goal is this week, make sure that you just keep enjoying the process, because I feel like it's lighthearted, like you've worked on this for a long time and it's finally coming together, or it's something you've anticipated doing for a long time and it's finally arrived. So this energy is really uplifting. It's not heavy. So even though it may be arduous work, something that you have to do and you still have to keep your nose to the grindstone and you're still finishing it, there's an energy of joy and success that is with this moon. So there's a happiness and an accumulation of all that effort that you've put in is finally arrived. So it feels really good. And that could also be in terms of launching something new that maybe you've been behind the scenes for a long time and now you're ready to put it out there. So you've got that energy of momentum starting to go forward too. So it's this really nice energy of opening up to what's next for you, and really being able to put the dot at the end of the sentence, right? The period at the end of the sentence, like there's this completion of feeling good about it. All right, so let's see if there's anything else here for us. Yeah, you also want to take care of yourself this week, just because of Some of us can feel stressed when we're put ourselves under pressure, or we're finalizing things or details, or these relationships issues that are coming up that maybe you're asked to be or act or appear different. It can drain us or create some unnecessary stress in our bodies. So make sure that you're still taking the things that you know to take care of yourself, for your immune system, vitamin C, B12, lots of water, exercise, all those good things. All right, so let's see if there's anything else unusual about this week. Yeah, some of you are going to be asked maybe to do some things that you're uncomfortable with, that you've never had to do before. It could, but maybe you've wanted to do before. So maybe you're asked to give a speech, or maybe you're asked to step in front of a camera, or maybe you're asked to be on a radio show, or maybe you're asked to host a party or fill in for somebody. But there's this sort of all eyes on you feeling. So whether that is self-imposed and it's just your social media and you're going big in something with social media and you're putting it out there for the first time, but there is this idea of all eyes on you, but relish it, enjoy it, because there's success there and it feels really good. It doesn't feel like anything you should shy away from or anything you would be embarrassed about. I feel at the end you're going to be really happy with what you've produced and what you put out there, or the way in which you are in this experience, whether it's a party or whether it's an event. But I just feel all eyes on you and it goes well. So that's really good. Okay, so let's see if there's something else we need to be on the lookout for this week. Yeah, you also don't want to rush this week. You want to take your time and be present and be focused on what's needed, right? Don't get ahead of yourself. By staying grounded, you're going to have some momentum that's going to carry you and lift you up. And I just see people like cheering you on. So whatever's going on, there is this support group around you, this mechanism of people that are just lifting you up and celebrating you. It reminds me of the Jewish wedding where they put the bride and the groom on the chairs and they're dancing around. So it's this really happy energy. And for those of you that are getting married, it's a really, really good energy as well, because it just feels like it's this culmination of joy and happiness. Now, you want to also kind of keep your eyes in your lane. Don't get too carried away or too buy into what other people's opinions and or ideas are. You've got a very clear sense of yourself and where you're going. People will always have an opinion. People will always judge. And then it's our job to kind of see, is that true or not true? And this is, by the way, what just happened was a Scorpio full moon. So Scorpio, with that, very intuitive energy, and at the same time they can be judgmental. So you can find yourself feeling judged this week, but at the same time being judged this week or judging somebody else, but it doesn't feel like it has the harshness that it normally does, which makes it easier to go, oh, okay, that's their opinion, but it doesn't bother me. Or, you know what, I see it, but you know what, I'm not worried about it. Even though you may have worries or somebody may say something to you, it feels like it just kind of rolls off your back. It's not as intense as one would expect with a Scorpio full moon. So that's the good news. It feels just more lighthearted and informational, right, and complete. All right, any last words here that we're going to pick up before we end this? Let's see. Yeah, going into the weekend, it just feels more relaxed. So it feels a little more intense the beginning of the week, especially, Monday, Tuesday, a little more intensity. And then as we move Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just feels like we're getting more relaxed. It feels there's less stress on us. And I just feel happier. And the weekend feels like relief. Like I just feel like this great sense of almost like a cat with a full tummy, just like I feel like, wow, that was great. So whatever you guys accomplish this week, you're going to be really proud of it. I just feel, like I said, this fat cat at the end of the week, very proud and very happy of what you've done. So whatever you've got planned this week, just know that it's going to turn out well. All you have to do is kind of show up and trust and put in the effort the way you've been doing. Now they're just showing me all the successes coming in this week. So all the planning and implementing of whatever it is you've been working on, you're going to see some really good strides with that this week and a sense of satisfaction by the end of the week. All right, guys, have a terrific week. Enjoy it. Just keep moving forward. This is a really nice week, good energy. I feel the joy with it as well, in spite of, you know, the element of that there's still work here to do, but it is successful. So that's fascinating, and I love that it's all coming together. It's always good when that happens. All right, you guys, have a terrific week, and I'll see you again next week.